Hello everyone, transfer season is upon us and we are going to be talking about left backs. It's the number one position Manchester United really need to fix, in my opinion. So let's look at who we can have then. So what are United looking for? When we think about left backs, and we think about some of the greatest players that we've had the fortune to see at this great club, obviously Patrice Evra, Dennis Irwin, those are the standout ones from my time watching this football club. Both of those players could attack and defend excellently. Dennis Irwin was someone who was direct, he'd hit the byline, get a cross in, he was deadly from set pieces, comfortable with both feet. Paddy Evra, someone who was a lot trickier in the final third, someone more suited to the fluid nature of football and the way United played in the late 2000s. But both men were excellent, aggressive, tough defenders that used their smaller statures to be agile, tenacious defenders that were difficult to get by for even the best wingers in the game. So what United need now is someone in that mould. A United fullback has to be able to attack, has to be able to create, has to be able to deliver a cross and combine with the forwards in a successful counter-attack. We should be talking about our fullback as being one of the best in the world. I want those arguments again, like we had when Paddy Evra played for us. So let's look at the candidates. In at number 5 is Danny Rose. Danny's 27, playing somewhere near his peak at the moment. Premier League experience, but he's never played a full sustained campaign. Never managed more than 27 starts in the league, and injuries and a reported attitude problem that have plagued him this season definitely give me worries. But Jose's really keen on the lad, so why is that? Danny Rose is box to box. He's got the stamina to get up and down the wing all game long. He's got excellent defensive instincts, but he's also comfortable in possession. He's got a broad range of passing, comfortable and capable dribbling, and I think more importantly, he gets to the byline and he gets his crosses in. He can also cut inside in a very Marcelo-like fashion and drive through the centre, and when he does, he's fantastic at it. I think he's an excellent option. If Jose can be satisfied with his ability to see out a full season, then I think he's a great option for Manchester United. In at number 4, Kieran Tierney. 20 years old, Kieran Tierney has been lighting up the Scottish Premier League. He's been absolutely tearing it up. Linked with Manchester United a lot, he possesses tremendous speed and he is not afraid to have a dig from very far out when he's in the space. His attacking style is very reminiscent of what we've already got with Luke Shaw. He's extremely direct. His speed can't be understated. He's absolutely rapid, very adept at getting to the byline and getting across him. But the reason he's only 4th on this list is, firstly, I've got concerns about the defensive side of his game because at Celtic he's not tested at all. Secondly, his crossing isn't the best yet. I think there's areas for improvement with him there. But he's an excellent player and at an age that I expect him to improve a hell of a lot. Number 3, Ryan Sessegnon. Ryan Sessegnon has only recently turned 18, has been a driving force for Fulham in the Championship this season. The teenage prodigy has already been voted Championship Player of the Year and was nominated for the PFA Young Player of the Year as well. An old head on a young man's shoulders, Sessegnon has flourished under the guidance of Slavica Jankovic in a free-flowing attacking team. He has featured for Fulham in almost all of their league games this season and has scored 16 goals in the process. He started his career as a left back, but his attacking capabilities have seen him moved up further up the pitch, and his blistering pace, his composure in front of goal has seen him cause problems for the majority of the Championship defences this season. This kid is special. He's been touted across Europe with links to United, PSG, Tottenham. It seems like all of London's interested in him, even speculated to be in with a chance of a shout in Gareth Southgate's England World Cup squad, and I think they should have took him. A slight concern is that he's not been fully tested defensively, and a jump to the Premier League could be a significant one. It might be too much too soon for a young talent who might not be ready for the first team at this level. Number 2, Faouzi Ghoulam. It's been speculated that United will bid for the Napoli left-back Faouzi Ghoulam this summer. He's potentially the cheaper option, as United have been rumoured to know about his affordable release clause that he's got, despite him being contracted with Napoli until 2022. This would allow Mourinho to invest more money elsewhere in the squad if we went with him. Ghoulam pipped Riyad Mahrez to the Algerian Footballer of the Year award in 2017, mostly due to his success in Italy, establishing himself as one of the best fullbacks in Serie A and arguably the world. This fullback suffered a setback in November when he damaged his anterior cruciate ligament in a 4-2 defeat to Manchester City in the Champions League. This has seen him made only 11 appearances in Serie A this season, and he's not featured since that City game due to suffering further setbacks in his recovery. Jose Mourinho will be desperate to start next season, and he would not want to sign someone who's going to be a long-term injury problem, as we've seen with Luke Shaw. This makes it less likely that United are going to target this fullback and probably would have him further down on the list if it wasn't for that. But the number 1 is Alex Sandro. So the 27-year-old would be an absolute astute addition to Manchester United. His experience, he's a ready-made talent, and he's been at Juventus for the last 3 seasons, winning 3 titles in the process. He's been a consistent performer in a very successful Juventus side. The Brazilian has featured 26 times in Serie A this season, scoring 4 goals, picking up 4 assists. He would absolutely transform United's style. He's a left footer and he would bring a better dynamic in that final third. Ashley Young's been an able performer and a stopgap for Mourinho, who doesn't seem to trust the likes of Luke Shaw or anybody else in the squad for that matter. What Sandro's going to bring is a far better solution for the long term. He's going to be the sort of guy that can come in and play and maybe even replace Paddy Evra at Manchester United. Sandro is quick, is offensive minded, and United are in need of some quality in that area of the pitch. He's a modern style fullback which has become increasingly important in today's game. His crossing ability is particularly impressive, which could provide better service for the likes of Romelu Lukaku, who's crying out for someone who can cross a ball to him. One concern that he's not been selected for the Brazil World Cup squad after losing his place at Juve because of speculation over his future. This led to Allegri to opt in to select Asamoah in the latter stages of their league campaign. That's my top 5 list. Who do you think United need to be getting in as a fullback? Is there any names that I've missed? Is there any names that you would like to see? Who's the best option for there? For me, I think it's got to be Sandro, but I wouldn't be surprised to see Sessegnon come along to Manchester United as well. Let me know in the comments and keep an eye out because centre halves is coming later this week. Laters.